All right, let's do this. We are live from WeWork. And perfect. We are live. Screen is shared. And let's check out some things about Ethereum. Hmm. Decentralized blockchain platform that enables developers to build and deploy decentralized applications. Started by Vitalik Buterin 2013, officially launched in 2015. We want to know more about the price difference. Like, why is that Bitcoin is hitting 100K while it was just at 300 or 3,000, sorry. Smart contracts, self-executing contracts with the terms directly written into code. These contracts automatically enforce and execute agreements between parties on the blockchain. That is the this is this is the core advantage of Ethereum, that you have something where you can build things. On the other side, with Bitcoin, it's just a store of value. Ethereum native cryptocurrency of Ethereum is Ether, used for paying transaction fees, known as gas. Gas is reducing more and more with more L2s like Coinbase's Base. Ethereum's token standard ERC20 has been widely adopted for creating other tokens on the Ethereum blockchain, decentralized applications. Support a variety of dApps, ranging from decentralized finance platforms, NFT marketplaces to gaming and more, all operating without a central authority. Upgrades and scaling. Undergone significant upgrades to improve its scalability, security, and efficiency. One of the most notable updates was the merge in September 2022, transitioning Ethereum from a proof of work to a proof of stake consensus mechanism, reducing energy consumption by over 99%. Post-merge, Ethereum continues to evolve with Ethereum 2.0 roadmap, including plans for sharding to increase transaction throughput and reduce costs. Recent updates are focused on enhancing layer 2 solutions like rollups for better scalability. Current developments. Strong on-chain metrics for Ethereum with increasing active and new addresses suggesting growing network activity. There's also buzz about potential price movements with Ethereum nearing all-time highs and introduction of US spot Ether ETFs driving investment inflows. Ethereum hosts one of the largest and most vibrant developer communities in the blockchain space, with numerous tools, frameworks, and libraries available for developers to create applications. Seen as a foundational platform for blockchain technology beyond just cryptocurrency, with its ability to support a wide range of decentralized applications, making it a key player in the blockchain ecosystem. Let's check this out. On-chain metrics are looking strong. Active addresses up 4.24%, new addresses up 2.65%, zero balance addresses down 4.06. Momentum is building for ETH. Okay, nice. Why is Ethereum price so low as compared to Bitcoin? Let's see what we get over here. I am really curious. Price of Ethereum can be lower for several reasons. Market capitalization, supply. Bitcoin has capped supply at 21 million coins, which contributes to its scarcity narrative, often likened to digital gold. Ethereum, although it has been reducing its issuance rate after the merge, does not have a hard cap, which can impact its perceived value over time. Bitcoin's market cap is significantly larger than Ethereum's, which inherently means each Bitcoin is worth more in absolute terms. Bitcoin is primarily viewed as a store of value or digital gold, with a focus on being a form of currency with a straightforward narrative. Ethereum serves as a platform for smart contracts and decentralized applications, which adds complexity to its valuation model. While this functionality can drive demand, it also introduces more variables that can affect price, including network congestion and gas fees. This is interesting. Ethereum can do more, but also by doing more, it just looks very complicated as an asset that you would invest in. And it looks very complicated when it's just a vision and you have to price it. So it's easier to price Bitcoin when the narrative is simple that, hey, it's just a store of value. Think about it as a digital gold. On the other hand, with Ethereum, we don't have anything comparable. We don't have anything comparable to that. Like nobody's saying that Ethereum is digital something. It's not. Nobody says Ethereum is digital. Yeah, there's not an easy explanation over there. So it's very hard to price it. With Bitcoin, people say that, hey, look at gold. Bitcoin is the future. Gold will be replaced by Bitcoin. So people are like, okay, now we know. We have a direct comparison. So we can price Bitcoin accordingly. But with Ethereum, there is no such comparison or narrative. Hmm. Adoption and institution support. Bitcoin has been the first and most recognized cryptocurrency, getting significant institutional adoption, including endorsement from major financial institutions and the approval of Bitcoin spot ETFs. Ethereum, while also gaining traction with the introduction of spot Ether ETFs in 2024, still has less institutional backing compared to Bitcoin's historical advantage. Hmm. Volatility in market cycle, different price action compared to Bitcoin during market cycles. Ethereum tends to lag behind Bitcoin during the early stages of a bullish cycle, but can outperform later. This cyclical behavior reflects Ethereum's sensitivity to the broader cryptocurrency market sentiment and its specific ecosystem developments. Network upgrades and technological shifts. Ethereum's transition to proof of stake from proof of work was aimed at increasing scalability and reducing energy consumption. But it also meant that Ethereum lost its mining network, which some argue was a competitive advantage. It lost its mining network, which some argue was a competitive advantage. This shift might have influenced its price relative to Bitcoin, which maintains its POW consensus mechanism. Bitcoin's narrative as digital gold tends to be simpler and more appealing to a broader audience. Ethereum, with its complex ecosystem of dApps, DeFi, and NFTs, might not capture the same level of straightforward investor interest, especially during times when simplicity in investment thesis is favored. While the network now burning a portion of the transaction fees, potentially leading to a deflationary, with the network now burning a portion of the transaction fees, potentially leading to a deflationary supply over time. However, the market is still assessing the long-term impact of these changes on Ethereum's price. How many Ethereum are in circulation today? Let's see. So with Bitcoin, I believe there are around 17 million in circulation. There are approximately 120 million ETH coins in circulation. Interesting. I hope we are pulling data from the right sources. To post current supply. This was 23 hours ago. Okay, perfect. So current supply is 120 million, burn last 24 hours, ETH issue last 24 hours. What is this? The current circulating supply is 8 billion. The remaining token is securely vested according to vesting schedule. Okay. Quotes from Vitalik about Ethereum. When I came up with Ethereum, my first thought was, okay, this thing is good. Okay, this thing is too good to be true. As it turned out, the core Ethereum idea was good, fundamentally, completely sound. Captures his initial skepticism and eventual confidence in Ethereum's foundational concept. The technical side of Ethereum's efficacy is 100% an engineering exercise. The engineering challenges and solutions that underpin its functionality. Whereas most technologies tend to automate workers on the periphery doing menial tasks, blockchains automate away the center. This is actually really cool. This is really cool. So If you look at self-driving, what is happening over there? What's happening over there is that Uber is a central authority. It is the intermediary. All the profits flow towards Uber, and around that, the drivers, their job is being automated with Waymo, with Tesla. FSG V13 just came about, and it's doing really good. It's performing really good. With blockchains, the goal is that, hey, we are not automating the individual nodes, we are automating the center. We are removing the middleman, and we are making sure that with smart contracts and agreed upon code and legalities, we can make sure that all these transactions happen trustless in a trustless fashion. This is really cool. While most technologies tend to automate away workers on the periphery doing menial tasks, blockchains automate away the center. Instead of putting the taxi driver out of a job, blockchains puts Uber out of a job and lets the taxi driver work with the customers directly. This is actually very interesting. With crypto, a lot of people, this is in on the ground. This is actually happening on the ground right now. There are some companies, I believe one of them it's called Drive. What they are doing is they know that, hey, we cannot compete with Uber on feature parity. We cannot build as beautiful technology, as fast, secure technology as Uber. But the biggest thing over here is that drivers are getting paid low, customers are being charged high. So we just got to flip the equation. We got to make sure that drivers get. What if we can get drivers paid more and customers pay less? And that is the equation where you remove the middleman, all the middleman fees, because all the middleman fees has today made Uber into $100 billion company or something. What is Uber's market cap? Uber's market cap is 127 billion, right? So Uber's market cap is 127 billion. How? It's all in that margin where they take a lot of money from the rider and they pay driver less, and that's the margin that Uber is taking. What is crypto? What is blockchain doing? What is Ethereum smart contracts doing? It is removing Uber such that you can now distribute all that margin. So you can make drivers get paid more and you can reduce the price for the rider. That's pretty cool. Instead of putting the taxi driver out of a job, blockchain puts Uber out of a job and lets the taxi drivers work with the customer directly. Aims to decentralize power for intermediaries, focusing on empowering individuals directly. Main advantage of the blockchain technology is supposed to be that it's more secure, but new technologies are generally hard for people to trust, and this paradox can't really be avoided. The main advantage of blockchain is supposed to be that it's more secure, but new technologies are generally hard for people to trust, and this paradox can really be avoided. Makes sense. Makes sense. Hmm. Discusses the inherent challenge in gaining trust for new technologies like Ethereum. If crypto succeeds, it's not because it empowers better people, it's because it empowers better institutions. Hmm. His belief in the potential of blockchain to improve systemic structures rather than just individual capabilities. That's really cool. Crypto is empowering better institutions. Crypto is allowing you to build better structures, better systems, trustless systems. And AI is helping you improve individual capabilities. And that is how the intersection of crypto and AI works. Crypto builds better systems, and AI empowers or builds better individual capabilities. The Ethereum client is literally a fork of Chromium's WebKit backend. The idea is that users can build their own interfaces with HTML, JavaScript, just like websites, and they will be viewable with the browser, much like websites are viewable with the web browser. Hmm. They will be viewable with the browser, much like websites are viewable with the web browser. Okay. User interface aspect of Ethereum making it accessible and familiar to web developers. ETH 2.0 is finalized except for security audits. Right, that's for the merge. There is near unlimited number of blockchain projects aiming for the niche of we can be super fast. We'll think about decentralization later. I don't think Ethereum should be one of those projects. Hmm. Commitment to maintaining Ethereum's core values of decentralization over speed for the sake of speed. This is very interesting. A lot of projects, we're seeing a lot of projects where they're like, okay, let's make sure we just build a better product. And once we build a better product, then we will think about decentralization, or then we can start thinking about decentralization. But that's not how it works. Like today, once you have built the entire infrastructure of a product like Facebook, you cannot even think about decentralizing every single node and making sure that the profile and the post and the social graph is somehow decentralized and like the data is sharded and like spread into chunks and stuff. You have to think about the infrastructures first. I think Farcaster has a really good approach over here where they went for sufficient decentralization. Decentralization doesn't mean that every from the very start every single person should be able to spin up a node on their computer. No, no. You can just make sure that you build 3 to 4 trusted nodes that you run maybe, and then build for that. And slowly you can start making sure that okay, the nodes could be made more accessible. That hey, anybody like a guy sitting in Africa on his laptop can be running that node. Hmm. Who were the founders of Ethereum and what are they building today? One guy was the what's the parent company of MetaMask? Consensus, right? Joe Rubin, what's his name? Anthony Diorio, Joseph Lubin, right? So Vitalik, wrote Ethereum co-founder from the initial vision and known for the initial vision and white paper. Current work continues to be actively involved with Ethereum, focusing on research and development for future upgrades. Engages in various blockchain and cryptocurrency projects and philanthropy. Gavin Wood, co-founder, created the first Ethereum testnet and wrote the yellow paper for Ethereum's technical specs. Current work. He's now focused on the Web3 Foundation and its flagship project Polkadot, which aims to enable interoperability among different blockchains. Okay. So you have a lot of people started building their own blockchains inspired by Bitcoin and Ethereum, and now you need a layer. You need a common layer such that all these blockchains can talk to each other. So that's where Polkadot comes in. Charles Hoskinson, co-founder, briefly served as CEO before leaving due to disagreements over Ethereum's non-profit structure. Current work, founded IOHK, one of my friends worked over here, and is heavily involved with Cardano, aiming to create a more scalable and secure blockchain platform. Okay. Anthony D. Orio, E. Orio, who in Ethereum, co-founder, provided early funding and was involved in marketing and community building. Current work, after selling his stake in Decentral, which developed the Jax wallet, and focusing on personal safety, he has moved away from the crypto industry to focus on philanthropy. Interesting. Joseph Lubin, co-founder, played a significant role in Ethereum Foundation and its early funding. So Joseph Lubin is known to be the guy who was really focused. He was a very business-oriented guy. I believe he worked at Goldman Sachs before. So among all these really hardcore tech people, he was the guy who was really business-oriented. He was like, okay, let's think about how do we make Ethereum into a sustainable, profitable business? How do we He was thinking more about the business side of it, the business development side of it. Current work, founded Consensus, company that develops decentralized applications and infrastructure for Ethereum's ecosystem, basically MetaMask, and I forgot the name of the other infrastructure company. Okay, so some major companies over here. Mihai, co-founder, helped with legal and financial aspects in Switzerland and was VP of the Ethereum Foundation. Hmm. Current work, founded Akasha, a decentralized social media platform which continues to work on projects that leverage blockchain for social good. Okay. Jeffrey Wilkie, co-founder, developed the Go Ethereum client, Geth. Okay. I actually didn't know about this. So Geth is Go Ethereum client. Current work, he left Ethereum to focus on Grid Games, a video game studio, indicating a shift away from the drama and complexity of blockchain development. Amir Chetri, co-founder, worked with Buterin on colored coins before Ethereum. He stepped away from the public eye, preferring a low profile while still supporting blockchain projects. Very interesting. Part owner of Prometheum, which was recently given rights to operate a crypto exchange in the US. Pre SEC Gensler on Ethereum. Most of this most of this does have a center. Ethereum is centered around the Ethereum Foundation of Vitalik Buterin and a team of developers. There's 70 people who work at the Ethereum Foundation. I thought Ethereum would be a small project I would finish in months, but it became much bigger. First heard about Bitcoin at 17, first from dad, as well from as well from podcasts, began writing Bitcoin articles for $4 each, which led to deeper involvement in the crypto space. Realized the need for a general purpose blockchain, and authored the Ethereum white paper in 2013. Dream job of Vitalik in childhood, thoughts on NFTs. Okay, this is a podcast, I guess. Idea of Zazalu, thoughts on network states. Hmm. Actually, let's see. What are Vitalik's thoughts on network states? He obviously builds Zazalu, so he is very much, he's all in into network state. Nuanced view on the concept of network states, a term popularized by Balaji Srinivasan. General enthusiasm. Uterine has shown an interest in the idea of network states, viewing them as an attempt to sketch out a broader political narrative for the crypto space. He believes they could potentially move blockchain technology beyond just being a playground for speculative trading into something that can organize human society in new ways. He sees network states as an opportunity to build communities and ecosystems around blockchain technology, offering experiments in governance, lifestyle, and public goods. Hmm. I don't know why this makes me think that. What asset does Balaji own more of? Bitcoin or Ethereum? Let's see what it says. Governance and membership issues. He has highlighted significant challenges with the implementation of network states, particularly around governance and membership. In 2024, he noted that while the concept of pop up cities or network states has product market fit, critical issues like governance, how decisions are made, and membership, how people are included or excluded, that need addressing before these ideas can be viably implemented. Buterin is cautious about the centralization of power, especially in the early stages of network states where founders might hold significant influence. He advocates for a transition from founder led governance to broader community involvement as these states scale and mature. He criticizes coin driven governance as potentially plutocratic and vulnerable to attacks, suggesting alternatives like democratic voting or even integrating concepts like soul bound tokens for more equitable governance. Balancing ideologies. He acknowledges ideological differences with Balaji, particularly concerning the level of libertarianism in network states. Coming from a more leftist perspective, stresses the importance of increasing equality through regulation, contrasting with Srinivasan's lean towards creating self sustaining, more homogeneous communities. Importance of increasing equality through regulation, contrasting with Srinivasan's lean towards creating self sustaining, more homogeneous communities. He proposes a synthesis that includes more democracy and large scale coordination. Hmm. Potential and realism. While Buterin appreciates the visionary aspect of network states, he also questions their realism and practicality, especially concerning their interaction with existing nation states. Hmm. He discusses the potential for network states to offer new form of governance, but also the challenges if everyone opts out of traditional nation states, leaving no one to maintain the infrastructure that network states might still depend on. That is true. That is true. A lot of people will be like, hey, we are down for network state. They will move over there. But they're doing that because running the traditional state takes effort. And for some reason, they think running the network state might not take that much effort. But that's not true. The network state is relying on the infrastructure of the traditional state. Experimental approach. Buterin has engaged in practical experiments like Zuzalu, a pop up community in Montenegro, to explore these ideas in real life. These experiments often leave unresolved questions about how to move forward, particularly in governance and membership aspects. Based on post founder Next, Balaji appears to own more Bitcoin than Ethereum, specifically reported to have 200 million Bitcoin wallet compared to nearly 100 million Ethereum wallet. That is cool. That is cool. Let's see what's the post. You track his crypto wallet. He has 200 million Bitcoin wallet and almost 100 million Ethereum wallet. He also has more wallets we haven't tracked yet. I don't know if we can trust this guy. This is definitely not true. Oh no. Oh no. They're shutting down the lights. Okay. We still got light, and I'll get some water. Okay. Now we have light and water. Back to civilization. Let's see. How many Bitcoin do Balaji Srinivasan own? Hmm. I don't know if I can trust this number. Let's check this with Perplexity and see what we get. Yeah. I don't know where Grok is getting this number from. What are the latest developments in Ethereum? Let's see. What do we get? Denkan upgrade implemented on March 13, 2024, primarily on enhancing scalability and efficiency through 9 EIPs. The most significant is 4844, also known as proto dank sharding, which introduces blobs for data storage, significantly reducing gas fees for L2. Price and market performance volatile with notable movements around key resistance levels like 4,000. Recent analysis suggests a potential for ETH to aim for its all-time highs, bolstered by strong on-chain metrics like increased active and new addresses, signaling growing network usage. Spot ETFs, right? We got spot ETFs. We got a lot of just natural excitement about the crypto space. Ethereum spot ETFs witnessing net inflows of around 145 million, indicating growing trust in these financial instruments by institutional investors. Layer 2 solutions and scalability, continue development and L2 solutions like rollups with initiatives like the Graphite Network, debuting high performance L1 blockchains to compete with Ethereum by offering faster speeds and lower costs. Staking and withdrawals. Post Shanghai Capella upgrade, ETH has enabled the withdrawal of staked ETH, providing more liquidity to those who stake their ETH. This has been part of Ethereum's evolution towards a more mature proof of stake system. Discuss Ethereum's potential role in network states, emphasizing challenges like governance and membership, but viewing them as opportunities for ETH to expand beyond finance into societal organization. Ethereum remains the backbone for DeFi with total value locked, hitting significant highs, showcasing its dominance in decentralized finance. Despite market fluctuations, Ethereum's NFT market has shown resilience with substantial sales volumes reported. Hmm. Roadmap includes further upgrades like the Prague Electra upgrade, focusing on aspects like security, UX improvements, and preparing for future scalability solutions like dank sharding for even more efficient data handling. Interesting. Efforts like those by Societe Generale and Deutsche Bank exploring Ethereum's layer 2 for traditional finance applications signal growing acceptance and integration of blockchain technology into the financial sectors. What traditional companies are experimenting with Ethereum? Okay. Number of traditional companies, Microsoft, through its Azure cloud platform, offers blockchain as a service solutions based on ETH, enable developers to build and deploy blockchain applications efficiently. JP Morgan developed Quorum, an ETH-based private blockchain designed for financial services focusing on secure private transactions. Although JP Morgan has explored various blockchain technologies, ETH smart contract capabilities have been central to some of these experiments. Societe Generale, French bank has moved beyond testing and is now conducting repo transactions on the ETH public mainnet, showcasing a practical application of Ethereum in traditional banking. Very interesting. Deutsche Bank, developing their own ETH layer 2 solution using ZK Sync technology, indicating a significant investment in ETH for potential banking applications. BNP Paribas, Banque de France, Deutsche Bundesbank, and d'Italia, Banca d'Italia. These central banks have conducted tests for exchanging tokenized assets on multiple blockchains, including Ethereum, showing interest in leveraging Ethereum for central banking applications. Breton, Breton, French luxury retailer, has become one of the first to accept Bitcoin and Ethereum in its stores, partnering with Binance and Lizzy to facilitate these transactions. Ubisoft, video game company exploring ETH, notably with projects like Rabbit's tokens, which are NFTs built on ETH's ERC721 standard. Backs blockchain startup and has developed games on Ethereum. Samsung, part of Enterprise ETH Alliance, Samsung has been exploring Ethereum for enhancing supply chain management and other enterprise use cases. What are the latest major developments with consensus? Let's see. Hmm. Restructuring and workforce reduction announced a significant restructuring of its operation, reducing its workforce by more than 20%, affecting 162 employees. It aims to streamline operations while focusing on decentralization efforts within its core business offerings. The restructuring is motivated by financial sustainability in the face of economic volatility and regulatory challenges. Decentralizing business operations, making its operations and products more decentralized, includes the transformation of products into protocols and a broader strategic focus on decentralizing what has been built. This aligns with ETH's co founder Vitalik Buterin's advocacy for decentralization in the blockchain space. Embroiled in legal battles with the US SEC over the classification of ETH and related activities like MetaMask staking and swaps. Recent development includes a Texas federal court judge dismissing a lawsuit by consensus against the SEC after the SEC withdrew its investigation into ETH, indicating a temporary resolution but ongoing regulatory scrutiny. MetaMask and Infura continued development and enhancement of MetaMask, one of the most popular ETH wallets, with a focus on security enhancements like integrating wallet guard to reduce user fund losses. Seeing growth in its developer community and transaction volume, Linea made significant moves with the L2 scaling solution, including partnerships like with ENS to offer faster and cheaper transactions for Ethereum names and support for Ethereum's broader ecosystem. Nile Exchange investment. Hmm. Made a liquid investment into Nile Exchange, a decentralized exchange built on Linea, marking a strategic move to grow Linea's DeFi ecosystem. Hmm. Decentralized Internet Project. In partnership with Project Liberty and the Frequency Network Foundation, Consensus is working on developing internet infrastructure that prioritizes digital freedoms, showcasing a commitment to broader blockchain applications beyond finance. Token issuance plans. There's discussion about Consensus plotting a token issuance, which could be seen as a sign of adapting to a potentially more crypto friendly regulatory environment with Donald Trump's presidency on the horizon. Very interesting. Let's see what we have about ENS. ENS is also in the same space. Linea, a ZK EVM rollup to launch Namechain, its own layer 2 scaling solution. Enhance performance of ENS by leveraging Linea's technology for lower fees, better scalability, and improved user experience. Domain registration, renewals, and other ENS-related transactions faster, cheaper, while maintaining compatibility with Ethereum. ENS made its first significant foray into gaming by partnering with Ubisoft. They integrated ENS subnames into Ubisoft's Captain Laserhawk universe for unique ID card systems, marking a notable expansion of ENS's utility beyond traditional blockchain applications into the gaming world. Hmm. ENS web update. Website was completely rebuilt with a focus on user experience, introducing new design, code base to replace the 4-year-old version, subtle animations, and security enhancement like a content security policy to protect against potential threats. New project from the team at EFP, making it easier for developers to integrate ENS into their applications alongside other identity protocols like EFP and sign in with Ethereum. Okay.